if you look at your Twitter feed, it's kind of like the who's who of all sorts of different disciplines, athletes and CEOs and actors and they're what you might call high performance people. And I always wondered, you must see some similarities with all of these people. And I wonder if it's that they have these high performance habits. Is it, I guess since you're with them, they're always learning. Is there something that you kind of see throughout these different types of people? Because you're in a really unique place. Probably there's no one like you that gets to be in these people's lives. And wonder what you see there.
I mean, I think that the common thread, and I would imagine with all your guests, they share this in common, is that they are lifelong learners. Because anyone who, I think learning, or especially meta learning how to learn, it's like the grandfather or the grandmother of personal growth or high performance or self-help, if you will. Because without learning, nothing changes. And so I think that one of the common themes is they have a high standard for things. They have a vision. And, I always talk about 3 H's, head, heart, hands, that you could visualize things with your head and, set goals and outcomes and KPIs or affirmations. But if you're not acting with your hands, something is missing. And I think the second H, the heart, and having the motivation or drive, the emotion to be able to achieve those things, because we're not always logical, right? But we're biological, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins. I mean, we do things very based on our feelings. And I find that spending time with high achievers, they have a high drive. Those feelings, a high level of, some people call it purpose. I know you had our buddy Simon on the show. Start with why, but asking yourself, like, why? Why do I want to remember this? Why do I want to learn this? Why do I want to achieve that goal? Because reasons reap results. They really do. Reasons reap results and a lot of rewards. And so that's why I love watching your show, because you provide not only the insights, because people want to know what to do, but then you also give them the inspiration to do it. Because a lot of people, they'll get the inspiration, but they're like, what do I do now? But then you're talking, and you just, going through your Ironman, I mean, that must have been grueling. I mean, I love people who test themselves, because I really think life, like, we really grow the most and live the most when we're playing and practicing at the edge of our limits. Because
we're uncomfortable.
Exactly, and I think that commonality is common with high performers or elite mental performers or athletes or actors or traders or educators or philanthropists. They're at that level, whether it's, and that another one, Jane Goodall, like here, another London, here in the UK, whether it's genius here or genius here in their heart. I love people who are just disrupting things. They're not playing necessarily by the traditional rules. Usually, I read this book called The Structure of Scientific Revolution that says all the big evolutions and advancements and innovations come from people outside the industry. Because it usually takes somebody, whether it's fashion or technology or automotive, the car industry, it takes someone like an Elon to look from the outside, look in, saying, hey, if we were to start completely over right now, zero-based thinking, what would cars look like today? So it's not additive, it's just something that's fresh.